Welcome back, fellow readers. This is Suave, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Shaman King Manga Omnibus Book 1. This contains volumes 1, 2, and 3 of the Shaman King manga. We're going to be taking a look at what changed between the original run and this new printing. We're also going to be taking a look at what is missing from this new printing, and we're also going to talk about what to look forward to with these books in the future. So, without further ado, let's begin. Alright folks, let's get started. Here we have the Shaman King Manga Omnibus Book 1. We have featured here the new cover, and we have that this is collecting volumes 1, 2, and 3 of the manga. We're going to take a quick look at the back. So here we have the synopsis of the story. We have some nice artwork being featured on the back. We have the Kodansha info on the bottom. And we're going to take a quick look at this spine. So as you can see right off the bat, this is a huge book for a 3-in-1. This thing is an absolute monster. And just to give you a quick comparison's sake, I'm going to pull up 3 mangas over here printed by Kodansha. This is the Eden's Zero volumes 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, this thing is just as thick as 3 volumes of regular manga. You can't do that with those Viz 3-in-1s. This is an absolute monster. We're going to see why this book is this big. Alright, let's go ahead and dive into this book because I know this is what you all want to start seeing. Let me go ahead and refocus this so you can see the clear images of this book. There we go. And I went to this page on purpose because I wanted to show you guys what the page quality is like. And I'm not talking about the print job, I'm talking about the actual paper quality of this manga. And so, you know, when we're used to seeing 3-in-1s, we're thinking about those Viz 3-in-1s where you have those cheap thin newspapers and, you know, it just feels really flimsy and you can see a lot of bleeding. So I went to this page specifically because you can see we have the clear white borders here. There's no print job on the borders, and you can see a little bit of bleed through the other side. We have these big black lines on the other side. But even when I open the page here and I have it midway through, the bleeding is really not that bad. So if this is as bad as the bleeding gets in these pages, you know that this is not the cheap paper that we're used to with those Viz 3-in-1s. This is a standard page quality that you would get from Kodansha manga, those regular size manga. So this is why this book is just so gigantic and so monstrous. It's because this is not supposed to be those cheap thin pages. These are really actually those standard quality pages that you would get from Kodansha. So as you all know, Shaman King has been out for a long time, and the reason they're reprinting this is because of the new anime announcement where they're remixing the whole anime, and you know, it has a lot of hype going around. And so this is really an exciting time to buy the Shaman King manga if you haven't already bought the print versions previously. And that's because they have changed a few things around. Now I'm not going to go over the entire story because we all know what Shaman King is all about, but this is one of the few changes that they made regarding the artwork. I'm going to push the book over here real quick because I'm going to put up an example on the right side when I edit this video, because you can see that there were some art touch-ups that were done since the original manga, and these art touch-ups are going to mostly be present throughout the whole beginning parts of the volumes of the story. Not so much the later parts, maybe here and there, but a lot of the beginning artwork that you get is going to be touched up a little bit, just like this. Alright, another thing that I really want to point out is that I know a lot of people are sort of looking forward to those colored pages. I think in the digital versions we get those colored pages, but I can tell you right now, going all the way from front to back, there are no glossy pages here. Everything is standard manga pages. When you get to the cover pages, they're all black and white. I could not find a single color page when going through this entire book. So unfortunately, those color pages did not make it to the print. And I think in Japan too, the color pages never made it to the print version. So I think it's only certain other countries, like I think Germany, maybe some other country, got those color pages, and as well as the digital versions, but not these physical books, unfortunately. However, while the lack of color pages is sort of a letdown, this is still supposed to be the definitive version of being able to read the manga in a physical format, in English of course. And what I've been reading about, at least in future volumes, we're going to be getting some new bonus content that was not normally present within this first few volumes. And I believe they're labeled as remixes. One of them is like a remix chapters, where you get sort of like a background info of so what's going on behind the scenes with certain scenes and certain storylines. But I think that doesn't start until volume 5, so we're not going to see that bonus chapter until at least Omnibus volume 2. And there are supposed to be new original chapters that are present in this story as well. However, those new original chapters don't come into play until at least volume 8, so we're not going to see that until Omnibus volume 3. So unfortunately I can't really show you what those new content pages look like because they don't exist in this first volume. Now, one of the things that I do want to point out with this book is that since it is a large book and it is a soft cover book, not a hardcover, and it is glued binding, when you get to those pages that have a double spread like over here, and you start to open and you try to read it, the images do get a little bit lost here in the middle because of the binding. And so the spine here in the middle and the little gutter loss that you get with the images do kind of affect those double spread pages. So overall, you have some pros and cons with this book. Yes, it is a 3-in-1, but no, it's not as bad as a Viz 3-in-1. It is a little pricier at $20 US, but you know, it's not that much pricier than a Viz 3-in-1. And honestly, $20 US for 3 volumes is much better because you're not trying to find those older out of print volumes, which can probably cost you $20 to $30 per volume. And so it really comes down to, what do you want in your Shaman King manga experience? Do you want to have a physical version and you want it to be affordable? Then this is the way to go. Do you want to have the color pages and do you want to have nice clean double spreads? Then probably digital is the way to go. But if you're very hardcore on getting a physical book, then this is by far the best way to get Shaman King. It's affordable. You're going to have those art touch-ups. You're going to have bonus content that didn't exist in those original volumes. And so, you know, you get a little pros and cons here and there, and you have to weigh out your options. But overall, I think this is a very solid book. Obviously, the page quality is pretty good. It's not premium, but it's standard. And so standard is better than the cheap, thin newspaper that we get in the other companies, right? Overall, it's not really a bad thing in my opinion. Let me go ahead and just close it out here at the end pages. Maybe there's some bonus stuff that didn't exist. We have some translation notes. I never collected the original Shaman King manga, so I have no idea if these end notes here are new or not. We have some advertisements here for Eden Zero, and you know, just some more advertisements and a credits page. Alright, let's close out this video. Alright y'all, that was Shaman King, the Manga Omnibus Book 1. I hope you found this video informative because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to showcase these products to give you all the info that you need to make the best purchase possible. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe because I'm going to be showcasing more products like this in the near future. With that being said, I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.